Welcome to Business Focus, a production of the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and today we have Kat Toussaint from Around Reston Magazine. She's the founder of Around Reston Magazine, and we're going to talk about Around Reston's summer-fall issue and your upcoming winter issue. Kat, tell me about yourself.
Well, I came to the DC area about 22 years ago and lived in Vienna, but moved to Reston about 5 years ago. Into the town center and really enjoy it. It's a great community to live in, so friendly. I mean, you make friends right away. It's that kind of a place. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's what brought me to Reston, I guess, and keeps me here is the community.
Okay. And that's kind of how this all came about too, Around Reston, which was the community and you connecting with the community as well.
Yeah, when I first came here, I was not really working. I was doing some sort of offside things with real estate. And the market changed, and I said, well, I have a strong background in publishing from a previous publication I had done. I said, let's figure something out, and didn't really want to go with the traditional magazine. So I said, let's do a shared direct mail publication that can help local businesses reach out to the Reston consumers. And I just wanted to do something for the community that was a little different, and that's how Around Reston came about.
Well,
yeah, it's
you
cool.
certainly succeeded.
Thank you.
And I was going to ask you what inspired you to start Around Reston. And I think you kind of went into it, but do you want to kind of go into that in a little bit more detail?
Yeah, well, it's just mostly because really since moving here, and it's only been 5 years, I feel a strong sense of friendships here. Everybody's so friendly and really connected. But we didn't have a publication that could enhance that. There used to be one called A Place Called Reston. Folks loved it. Even I loved it, even though I didn't live in Reston. And it went out of business in 2006. And so many folks missed it. And so I wanted to kind of do something similar, but not as phone directory, but still where we were connecting Reston businesses who wanted to reach the Reston residents directly. And that's why the direct mail format came about, where we could mail it directly to over 20,000 Reston homes quarterly and bring the community together. It's really who we are. And that's why it's called Around Reston Community.
Well, Kat, Oktoberfest Reston is taking place October 10th through the 11th, and the Reston Pumpkin 5K is taking place October 11th at 8:15 a.m. The president of the Reston Chamber, Mark Ingrail, is featured in the summer-fall issue, and he talks about connecting to the business community. Can you tell me how Oktoberfest Reston and the Reston Chamber play a role in connecting business to the Reston community?
It plays a big role. I mean, Oktoberfest is one of the biggest events around the whole Northern Virginia and beyond community. We've got about 60,000, 70,000 folks coming to Oktoberfest each year. It keeps growing. Craft beer is big now, and you've got all these people coming for all of that. And it's about businesses displaying their wares in different tents and restaurants, having booths where they can, just let folks know who they are and get the word out about what kind of offerings they have. It's excellent for the community.
So, Kat, you've been a huge supporter of Oktoberfest Reston. Can you tell me why businesses should get involved with Oktoberfest Reston?
Yeah, well, if they want to get the word out about who they are, where they are, you want to be a part of Oktoberfest. In particular, if you're a restaurant, because folks are coming for the food. It's good value to walk around the street, tasting little things, having your beer. And if you want, as a business, to get more well-known, you want to be a part of Oktoberfest.
So, Kat, your magazine gives Reston residents a voice, which we kind of went over. Can you give me a run-through of some of the interesting articles, featured within this issue that feature everyday residents?
Yeah, what we try to do is spotlight folks who are in the Reston community. Maybe, like for example, this past issue, Cindy Williams, the owner of PetMac in Lake Ann, has a spotlight on who she is, where she came from, what made her decide to start a pet food service business. We've got a new series called Raised Reston, where we want to spotlight somebody who was born and raised in Reston. Maybe they can tell us their story, what they're up to now. I like to always include a historical content about Reston, and the Bronze Bob story in this current issue was probably one of the most popular stories. It's kind of funny about how they tried to keep that secret from Bob so that he wouldn't know that, that there was a statue about to be put up for him in Lake Ann. It's kind of fun.
Wow, see, those are the really unique stories that you can hear about in around Reston. Can you tell me about your recent event at Il Fornaio, thanking the community for Around Reston's success?
Sure. That was called Connect Around Reston. And what I want to do, since I know so many businesses myself who want to meet each other, I said, why don't we create a networking event for those folks? It's all Reston type businesses who can really help each other grow. So we did a nice happy hour sponsored by Il Fornaio, Edibles Incredibles, made a wonderful cake that was delicious, and brought everybody together so they could talk and meet.
So I know you're working hard on the winter issue of Around Reston. Can you give me a run through of some of the interesting articles people can expect in your next issue?
I can't tell you any secrets. But there's one I'm real excited about. A lot of folks don't know there's a museum here in Reston. The Reston Museum is in Lake Ann, and it's a wonderful resource for us. It was started by Susan Gerstein, who owns Small Change Consignments, and her friend, I don't know how many years now, I'm not writing the article, but things like that are what I'm excited about, just that article in particular, but I can't tell you any others.
That's okay. What is the mission of Around Reston, in your words?
It is to bring the community together, to help businesses who want to expand their reach in Reston with the residents, grow, and give them an affordable avenue to do it. And that's what Around Reston really is trying to do.
So Kat, thank you for joining me today. If you're interested in reading or subscribing to Around Reston magazine, please visit www.aroundreston.com. If you're interested in purchasing tickets or registering for Oktoberfest Reston and the Reston Pumpkin 5K, please visit www.oktoberfestreston.com. Again, this is Kat, founder of Around Reston, and I'm your host, LJ Wilson, and thank you for joining us on Business Focus.